Good morning, all of you. The last class we discussed about the compound angles, the definition of compound angles, what is the geometrical proof of sine of a plus b and cos of a plus b. You know that sine of a plus b formula is what? Sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. And cos of a plus b formula is what? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Okay. Now, today class, the continuous part of the compound angles. Now we see the objectives. In this class, we learn about after completion of this class, you will be able to know that algebraic proofs of sine of a minus b, comma, cos of a minus b, tan of a plus b and tan of a minus b, and also formula for sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b, cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b, tan of a plus b into tan of a minus b, and also the formulas of tan of pi by 4 plus a, comma, tan of pi by 4 minus a, and tan of pi by 4 plus a is equal cot of pi by 4 minus a, and tan of pi by 4 minus a is equal cot of pi by 4 plus a. So that to complete in this class, you learn about these total formulas of compound angles. Okay, what is the formula of sine of a minus b and sine of a plus b, cos of a plus b, cos of a minus b, and tan of a plus b and tan of a minus b. Okay, we have to ready to learn about these types of formulas. Okay, now we know that what is the formula for sine of a plus b and cos of a plus b. What is the formula of sine of a plus b? Sine of a plus b is equal sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. And cos of a plus b is equal cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Okay, already we discussed these two formulas last class. Okay, now we go to the next formula, like the theorem. You observe, if a comma b belongs to R, then sine of a minus b is equal sine of a plus minus of b, that is equal sine a and cos of minus b. We know that one formula is there, the above formula is there. What is the formula of sine of a plus b? Sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. So that you have to observe, we have to apply this formula in this function also. Same, sine a cos of minus b plus cos a sin b. Here what is the b value? Minus b is there, so that we apply that formula directly. Sin a into cos of minus b plus cos a into sin of minus b. The next step you observe, that is equal sin a cos of minus theta. We know that cos of minus b is cos b. We get sin a cos b minus sin of minus b, that is minus sin b. Sin of minus theta is always minus sin theta. So that using that concept, we write in the place of cos of minus b is cos b and sin of minus b is minus sin b. So that we get sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Therefore, also already is given. You observe in the bottom of the page. Therefore, cos of minus b is equal to cos b. Sin of minus b is equal to minus sin b. So that you observe a comma b belongs to R, sine of a minus b. We have to prove this. How to prove this one? We know that sine of a plus b का proof n. We know that sine of a plus b proof. So that using that proof, using that formula, then we have to write sine of a minus b also. So that sine of a plus of minus b, in the we have to write here plus into minus, that is also minus. So that we have to write minus of b. So that we write minus of b in the place of b, then write we apply sine of a plus b formula. So the sine a cos of minus b plus cos a sine of minus b. So that cos of minus b is always cos b, sine of minus b is always minus sine b. So that we get sine of a minus b is equal sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Okay, is it clear? Now we go to the next one, cos of a minus b. The before we see sine of a minus b, now we go to the cos of a minus b. Right, cos of a minus b is equal cos of a plus minus of b. Now we apply cos of a plus b formula. So that cos a and cos of minus b minus sin a sin of minus b. The same condition here also same. Cos of minus theta is always cos theta. So that cos of minus b is equal cos b. That is equal cos a into cos b plus minus into minus plus. So that sin of minus b is always minus sign. So that minus into minus again plus. So that sin cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Now here we get cos of a minus b. What is the formula? Cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Are you clear? So that once again you observe cos of a minus b is equal cos of a plus minus of b. Now here directly we apply the formula of cos of a plus b. But we know that one formula is there, that is cos of a plus b formula we know. So that formula you have to apply, and also you have to find out again cos of a minus b formula. So that cos a and cos of minus b minus sin a sin of minus b. We know that cos of and minus theta cos theta. So that cos of minus b cos b, we get cos a cos b sin of minus b minus sin b, minus into minus plus. So that we get cos of a minus b is equal cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Are you clear? Now we see the number 3. See this number 3. If a comma b comma a plus b comma a minus b belongs to R, that is R minus, in the flower bracket is there 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 semicolon, that is n belongs to Z, then tan of a plus b is equal tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. This is the one proof. Okay, and also there tan of a minus b is equal tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. Okay, we have to prove these two conditions, but these two conditions are so very important. Using this condition we have to solve the different types of problem in the exercise of the compound angles. From theorem 1 and theorem 2 we have sin of a plus b is equal to what? Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. What is the formula of sin of a plus b? The same way cos of a plus b formula is what? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Now using this theorem 1 and theorem 2, from we go to the theorem 3, we write tan of a plus b is equal, the tan means what? Sin by cos. The tan function means sin by cos. Sin by cos is equal to tan. So that how to write the tan of a plus b? That is equal sin of a plus b divided by cos of a plus b. Are you clear? It is possible to write. The tan means what? Sin by cos. So the tan of a plus b also we write sin of a plus b divided by cos of a plus b. That is equal sin of a plus b formula. We know that sin of a plus b formula we apply here. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b divided by the denominator part is what? Cos of a plus b formula. That is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Okay. Now the next step, in the dividing numerator and denominator by cos a cos b, you have to remember this condition. Dividing numerator and denominator by cos a cos b. So that how to write sin a cos b plus cos a sin b divided by cos a cos b. That is total is divided by cos a cos b minus sin a sin b divided by cos a into cos b. Okay. Now the next step, we have to split each and every function that cos a cos b cancel and sin a cos a cancel in one condition and cos b is one part. So the remaining sin a by cos a we get tan a and sin b by cos b we get tan b. In the denominator also cos a cos b divided by cos a cos b, so that here totally cos a cos b cancel, that is equal to 1 minus sin a by cos a, that is equal tan a, and sin b by cos b is equal tan b. So that we get the finally we get the result is what? Tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a tan b. This is the formula of tan of a plus b. So that you have to remember the formula of the tan of a plus b is what? Tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. How to get this proof? Using the proofs of theorem 1 and theorem 2. Using the proofs of sin of a plus b formula and cos of a plus b formula. So the tan of a plus b formula, we know the tan of a plus b is equal to how to write? Sin of a plus b divided by cos of a plus b. So that sin of a plus b formula we apply sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, and cos of a plus b formula is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Here the both numerator and denominator is divided by cos a cos b. Then we have to split into two parts. Some functions will be cancelled. We get tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Okay. We understanding clearly? Yes. Now we see the next part, next continuous part, tan of a minus b. Then write how to write the tan of a minus b? Tan of a plus minus of b. Tan of a plus minus of b. So that minus of b, how to write this one? Using the formula of tan of a plus b formula. So that is equal tan a plus tan of minus b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan of minus b. That is equal tan of minus b is equal minus tan b. We know that one condition is there, tan of minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. So that using that condition, tan of minus b is equal minus tan b. So that the finally we get tan of a minus b is equal tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. Okay. So that how many formulas we know that? Sin of a plus b and cos of a plus b, sin of a minus b, cos of a minus b, and tan of a plus b, and also complete the tan of a minus b formula. So that now we go to the next theorem. If a comma b comma a plus b comma a minus b belongs to R minus n pi semicolon n pi for all semicolon n pi n belongs to Z. Then cot of a plus b is equal to cot a cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot a. Cot of a plus b is equal to cot a into cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot a. The second one is cot of a minus b is equal to cot a cot b plus 1 by cot b minus cot a. Cot b minus cot a. Now we are following the proof same as it is the above formulas, above theorems. Cot of a plus b, how to write the cot? Cos by sin. So that cot of a plus b is equal to cos of a plus b divided by sin of a plus b. That is equal, we know that cos of a plus b formula. What is the formula of cos of a plus b? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b divided by the formula of sin of a plus b is what? Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Okay, now we have to do the same condition, dividing numerator and denominator by sin a sin b. The before problem cos a cos b, we have to divide both numerator and denominator, but here dividing numerator and denominator by sin a sin b. Now that is equal cos a cos b divided by sin a sin b minus 1. That is total is divided by cos b by sin b plus cos a by sin a. Now here the next step, cos a by sin a cot a, cos b by sin b is equal cot b and minus 1, and cos by sin cot b and cos a by sin a cot a. So that we get the proof is what? Cot a cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot a. So that what is the formula of cot a plus b formula? Cot a cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot a. Okay. Now here what we have to apply here? We know that cot of a plus b is equal to, how to write? Cos of a plus b by sin of a plus b. Cos of a plus b by sin of a plus b. Now we apply the formula cos of a plus b formula, cos a cos b minus sin a sin b divided by sin of a plus b formula is what? Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Here the both numerator and denominator dividing by sin a cos b, some values are cancelled and we have to get cot a cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot a. This is the formula of cot a plus b. Okay, now the same continuous. Cot of a minus b is equal cot of a plus minus of b. Here we apply the cot of a plus b formula. What is the cot of a plus b formula? Cot a cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot a. So that we write cot a into cot of minus b minus 1 divided by cot of b. What is the b value? Minus b. So that cot of minus b plus cot a. So that we know that cot of minus theta is also equal to minus cot theta. So that cot minus b is minus cot b. That is equal, we have to write minus cot a into cot b minus 1 divided by cot of minus b, again the denominator part minus cot b. So that minus cot b plus cot a. Now here minus into minus plus, we know that cot of a minus b is equal cot a into cot b plus 1 by cot b minus cot a. So that what is the formula of cot of a minus b? Cot a cot b plus 1 by cot b minus cot a. So that we know that cot of a minus b and also cot of a plus b. Okay, now we see the theorem 5. Sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b is equal, we have to prove sine square a minus sine square b. Okay, now we following the proof. This is also one important formula you have to remember. Sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b is equal sine square a minus sine square b. You have to following the proof. Sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b. What is the sine of a plus b formula? Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. What is the formula of sine a minus b formula? Sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Now we have to multiply both one. Sine a cos b whole square minus cos a sine b whole square. Okay, a plus b into a minus b, we get a square minus b square. The next step we write sin square a into cos square b minus cos square a into sin square b. The next step we write sin square a is equal, in the place of cos square b we write 1 minus sin square b minus, in the place of cos square a we write 1 minus sin square a, that into sin square b. We know that cos square b is equal 1 minus sin square b. How to write this condition? Sin square b plus cos square b is equal to 1. That is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Using that condition, in the place of cos square b we write 1 minus sin square b. Okay, now we see the next step. Sin square a into 1 sin square a, sin square a into sin square b minus into plus minus sin square a into sin square b minus 1 is there, the minus 1 into sin square b minus sin square b minus into minus plus, we get sin square a into sin square b. You observe here minus sin square a sin square b plus sin square a sin square b get cancelled, so that we get what the finally is sin square a minus sin square b. So that what is the formula of sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b? Sin square a minus sin square b. Okay, the same way the continuous part, theorem 6, cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is equal cos square a minus sin square b. This is also important formula, you have to remember. Cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is equal cos square a minus sin square b. Proof: cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. Here also we apply the same formula. Cos of a plus b formula is what? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Cos of a minus b formula is what? Cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Now we have to multiply the both a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. The same formula you apply the before problem. Cos a into cos b whole square minus sin a into sin b whole square. The next step we write, that is equal cos square a into cos square b minus sin square a into sin square b. Now the reverse, that is equal cos square a is equal, in the place of cos square b we write 1 minus sin square b minus of, in the place of sin square a we write 1 minus cos square a into sin square b. Okay, now cos square b is equal 1 minus sin square b and sin square a is equal 1 minus cos square a. Now in the place of, we have to multiply, simplification, cos square a minus cos square a into sin square b minus sin square b plus cos square a into sin square b. Here plus cos square a sin square b minus cos square a sin square b will be cancelled. We get the proof is what? Cos square a minus sin square b. So that you have to remember these two important formulas. Sin of a plus b into sin of a plus b is equal sin square a minus sin square b. The same cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is equal cos square a minus sin square b. So very important formula. Using these formulas we have to solve the different types of problem. The next exercise problems. Okay. So that once again you observe sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b is equal sin square a minus sin square b. You see, and cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is equal cos square a minus sin square b. Okay. you see the note point, it can be easily verified that tan of a plus b into tan of a minus b, that is equal tan square a minus tan square b divided by 1 minus tan square a into tan square b. You have to remember these formulas also. Using that, the before theorem, the before proofs, before conditions, you have to solve, you have to verify. It is, you have to verify these remaining problems like that. Tan of pi by 4 plus a is equal, you apply what? Tan of a plus b formula you have to apply. You get the proof is what? 1 plus tan a divided by 1 minus tan a. The same way, tan of number 3, tan of pi by 4 minus a is equal 1 minus tan a by 1 plus tan a. You apply the formula is what? Tan of a minus b formula. And number 4, you observe tan of pi by 4 plus a is equal cot of pi by 4 minus a. Then we have to equating these two proofs. Tan of pi by 4 minus a is equal cot of pi by 4 plus a. Okay, so that you observe these 1, 2, 3, 4, and again another one is there. You observe tan of a plus b plus c is equal what? Tan a plus tan b plus tan c minus tan a into tan b to tan c divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b plus tan b into tan c and tan c into tan a. Just you have to remember these formulas. And again another one is there. Cot of a plus b plus c is equal cot a plus cot b plus cot c minus cot a into cot b into cot c divided by 1 minus cot a into cot b plus cot b into cot c plus cot c into cot a. Just you have to remember these formulas. Okay, it can be easily verified. That easy verify means just you have to apply the formula. The above formulas are there. Okay, then you have to remember the formula. You apply these formulas, you get this proofs: tan of a plus b plus c and cot of a plus b plus c. Okay, now we see the summary. In this class we have learned what we have to learn: formula for sin of a minus b and cos of a minus b, formula for tan of a plus b and tan of a minus b, and also cot of a plus b into and cot of a minus b, and also sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b, and cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. So these are the very important formulas in the compound angles. You learn about these formulas perfectly, the remaining problems also easily can do it. Okay, so that I request all the candidates once again you read and write the above formulas. Okay, sin of a plus b, sin of a minus b, cos of a plus b, cos of a minus b, tan of a plus b, tan of a minus b, cot of a plus b, cot of a minus b, the same sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b, and cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. Now we see the quiz. First question: tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. This is the formula. What is the suitable formula? Tan of b minus a, cot of a plus b. Option C is tan of a plus b. Option D, tan of a minus b. Here what is the option? Option C. Option D is the right answer. What is the formula of tan of a minus b? Tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. Okay. Now the second question you observe. Cot a into cot b plus 1 divided by cot a minus cot b. What is the first option? Cot of a plus b, tan of a plus b, cot of a minus b, cot of b minus a. What is the formula? Cot of A minus B. What is the cot of A minus B formula? Cot A cot B plus 1 by cot A minus cot B. Cot B minus cot A. So that cot B minus cot of B minus A. So that what is the suitable answer, you have to choose it. But when you learn about the formulas perfectly, it is easily to choose the option. Okay. Number 3. Cos square B minus cos square A. Cos square B minus cos square A. Cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B. First option. Sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B. Second option. Sin of A plus B into sin of B minus A. D is none of the above. You observe here cos square B minus cos square A is nothing but a sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B formula. What is the cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B formula? Sin square A minus cos square B. So that here the option is B. Okay. Are you clearly understanding in this class? Do you understand clearly about the formulas of sin A plus B, cos of A plus B, tan of A plus B, cot of A plus B, sin A plus B into sin A minus B, cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B. So that the next class, using these formulas, how to solve the different types of problems we'll learn. Okay. Thank you very much.